There's a new feature called protected email mode. Okay, so you can set, this is a project level basis. You know, it's not turned on by default. And it says it prevents identifying information from being sent in outgoing emails. So I'll show you two different takes on this. I'm going to go to my, I'll just stay here. Go to my consent form here. And we have a name here. Oh, yeah, how do you set it up? So let's go to the project setup. This is a new checkbox in the additional customizations. Just come down here, protected email mode. Okay, turn this on, and then you decide where do you want the protected email mode to work. Do you only want it applied when data is piped from identifier fields, or do you want it on all alerts, survey invitations, everything? So I just left it there. Just so you know what this thing is here, this is custom text you can put, and I'll show you where, when, because what's going to happen here, it's going to work the same way almost as send it. It's going to send a link and then a code. So that's how it protects and secures the email. So yeah, I just put this in as title, but you can put HTML text, you can put an image, but I'll show you how it looks. All right, so it's all set up. Now I'm going to go to a record, and I'll just take this promise form, which is a survey, and I'm going to compose my survey invitation. And the only thing I really basically need to stick in here is my email address and secure test. All right, and just as a test of the test, I'm going to put in some PHI. Okay, I'm going to send the invitation. Okay, leaves the page, and so it should be sent out. And if it is, then I'm going to get an email any second, and I'll show you what that looks like. And here we are. So I'm opening it. Bingo. This is what it looks like. And this is where you could put your header and put some nice graphic or something like that. So an email is coming in. I could have changed this to REDCap at Arizona.edu or something else. But anyway, this is very much the same as what you get with Send It, sort of. So I'm going to click on Read the Message. Now, this is the first time in theory that I have ever used this security check on this particular email address. I purposely have never saved anything so that you could see. So what it says is you have a new email that's coming to you. Look at your inbox right now and get that security code and enter it. So pop this out, and there we go. This is what it looks like. I get my verification code, and I'll pop it in here. And now it creates my secure email. Interesting, however, I don't see how it removed any PHI. However, you know, it was secure, and I suppose it shouldn't be a big deal because using this method, well, it is a big deal because you've just shown, well, no, it isn't, because it's still in the tunnel. So, you know, this PHI shouldn't be visible outside to anybody. But according to this, enabling this prevents identifying data from being sent in outgoing emails. Well, maybe that doesn't count this. The thing that I thought maybe was, even though REDCap has standard PHI identifiers like first name and last name, maybe I had to flag them as PHI. Whoops. So I came in here, and in class, I don't introduce identifier flags until date of birth. So these weren't flagged, but I did come in here and flag them as identifiers. But so in that, they weren't removed. So if you look at the text that they supply here, it says, all of this information about on any project, enable all alerts, survey invitation, survey confirmation emails. But I just did want to make sure that alerts worked. So I did set it up in an alert, and it works just fine with an alert. You still get the same secure stuff that I just showed you. The one difference is when you do an alert, you have the option of preventing piping of identifier fields. So this takes over. So if I'm going to do this whole secure thing, then I might recommend using the alert, because you can prevent that piping for sure. It won't even send the name. So I'll quickly do this for somebody here. Hang on. See if I can do Miss Muffet here. I just set it so that whenever this is complete, this is a whole different deal, which I'll tell you about in a second. All right, so I just saved this as, mark this as complete. So I should get an email any second here. For the alert. While we're waiting, there's a new component on your navigation screen. It's called email logging. So if you have user rights, before I go, I got to make sure this got sent. No, it didn't. Screening form, save with complete status. Miss Muffet. Oh, it wasn't a survey, my fault. Okay. All right, so it's saved as a survey, so I should get my email here shortly. Now, the logging, email logging. If you have user rights, you can look through all emails that have been sent out for this project and search for keywords. You can search everything. When you click on this for the first time, it will give you a disclaimer screen where it explains your responsibilities in looking at this kind of information. And so you have to agree that you're not going to use it against anybody or whatever. And once you do that, then you'll be able to see the screen. But again, you need email permissions. Oh, and I know why this isn't sending out. Sorry. Well, let me just do Shauna. Okay. So this is what I got, you know, same thing. But if I read the message and I put in the code, which, just so you know, may or may not be really fast. It's pretty good. You just heard it come in, I think. But, you know, I've had it go for up to a minute. So notice it does remove PHI when you use this method. So I'm just trying to keep really secure, make sure that you understand how these things function. Okay, so that's that. And then the logging, you know, will show, you know, you can search for everything.